How we said was, when it comes to the map pool over here, G2 actually are the slight underdogs, because Heroic, they have the deep map pool to force it on into Vertigo, and he gets a very fast play on towards the A-bomb side.
Stavn stuck at the back of the sandbags, is going to have to fight his way out, and so far he's passed those tests as he tries to back away to the side, but they're so low. There's so many G2 players sniffing them down, but Stavn is continuing to land headshots. It's headshots aplenty, and he can lock it down single-handedly with a 4.
The pistols being purchased, they have invested in a bit of utility, however. You can see Monesi with the Molotov lobbing it in, but a good counter molly from Tessus to try and force them not to come to the scaffolding, and they will come charging up towards the ramp. But it's a complete bloodbath.
Yeah, there's very little investment into this round on the side of G2. They pretty much had Glock, so fairly comfortable.
Way up. First point of contact is going to be Stance. Smokes are going to bloom, and Stance is ready to pull that trigger.
That flash is so good. It's so huge. And 3 kills off the back of it. Plus the additional frag onto Nico early on puts Monesi with his back to the wall, but he has came out swinging. 2 kills to his name. The only 2 kills G2 have mustered in this round, and with 25 seconds on the clock, it's not looking good for the young Maestro. Players surrounding him does have at least control over the bomb, but when you consider Cadian and Refresh and their current positions, this is looking untenable for Monesi. It would have to be some ridiculous insta headshots, and Cadian, who is just Jamaica. Monesi will be his foundation. And Heroic are taking their sweet time. Half of that fuse is already ticked away. They're going to have to start pushing in. And Nico, mid-air, plucks out Cadian, deals the fatal damage. This is where things start to get really awkward for Heroic. They've got to get onto the site. They need to get this defuse any second now. But Nico is continuing to put bullets into bases. The full defuse is coming to the forefront, though, but it gets cancelled away. And that will be G2 taking their first round. Well, what a way to the ramp side. And at some point, G2 are going to have to try and go in for this entry. It's going to have to be raw. There's no flashes or smokes to utilize. Looking for the run boost. Forces up. Refresh takes the kill away, though, and sprays in for 2 more. Heroic put down the gauntlet, and G2 fate. Now there is a smoke, though, onto the site itself. Going to blockade a little bit of that vision. Cadian looking for the banked angle with the grenade. Molly tossed onto the site. Second Molly also on the site. 5 seconds to go. Jax has to go in for an awkward angle here. But Nico with 3 entries out of nowhere just shuts down Heroic.
That was a flank, Vince. We saw
from sjuush, and in doing so, they're going to get aggressive on the A side here as well. It's pretty much free.
It's all a ruse. It's all a ruse. The smoke's getting deployed. You can see the CTs. They have read this, though, Vince. You can see the rotations immediately taking place. They might have heard a couple of footsteps because there was a lot of sound being made by G. Low from Refresh. Could be everything.
Yeah, this is huge, and you can see Jax is definitely up to the task. He's seen this before. He's just jump spotting, looking for that Refresh play. They go out for the peak, but Monesi will not miss his chance. And with that kill, that may be the save being called.
He's done shush. The bomb will be lobbed in. Smoke's getting deployed, and unless Tessus can find a timing here in Monesi, he's being very patient here. Vince is going to find one, looking for the second kill as well, but somehow he doesn't get the kill. Now it's a 3v2, and suddenly it's man advantage for Heroic.
Hunter and Aleksib still alive, though, and the bomb is ticking away in the background. We saw earlier the first round G2 picked up was on the B side because Heroic were too slow. They took way too long, and this time maybe overzealous is Refresh, trying to leap around the side, puts Tessus and Cadian in a bit of a lurch position now, and Cadian realizes this is untenable, especially as there's no kit that they have under possession. It's a nice effort, but G2 now. Refresh will feel like he should have done better there, and it puts the rest of his teammates on A, even though it is a bolstered up defense, into a bit of a lackadaisical position. They need entries, and they need them right now, and Hunter moves into the double peak from Tessus, and Refresh now going to be coming away from the grave. There's 10 seconds to go, and Cadian shows his hand with the orbital. Jax is keeping himself in this round. There's only 4 seconds to play with, has to tickle the bomb out, do a bit more damage. The headshot is crisp, but sjuush still
bomb site right now. They're committing towards this B play, and that leaves just the one player towards the A bomb site, that is Cadian, and he will be plucked by Hunter. That's a call for the save. You save right now if you're Heroic.
Refresh is still keeping himself in close proximity, though, surprisingly, with that smoke.
Massive flank from Nico as well,
Yes,
in a round
yeah.
where they barely had any time remaining. We've had m0NESY get some openings. Hunter coming in massively clutch. There we go, great opening from Hunter, but sjuush!
What?
He just quiets them as Tessus finds Nico as well through the smoke, and they continue to aggress. m0NESY is seeing the player. It is so very quick. Refresh will fall, and look at m0NESY go. Vince is going to use his own smoke to creep on up ahead.
Goes up on B. That Molotov will be good to force Cadian away. He'll smoke down, so at least Jax now knows where one of these three players currently resides. Smoke in will afford him safe passage in the play on the generators. And now Jax knows where one player is. He now knows where both. He's heard the footsteps. This is a winnable round for Jax, but Tessus will dethrone him. Jax, take that warning. Heats it back away. Tessus is going to get the drop onto Nico. Super fast reactions from Nico to even nearly jump on top of that one. And now Hunter, double entries onto the site. stavn may best Aleksib, but that bomb is picked up instantly afterwards. Fast rotation, sees 2C on side. Now the mollies come in. That will give away the plan, the masterful play from G2, and Hunter with his third entry in the round leaves it to m0NESY, and it was that decision. They could line up for 2 or 3. There's also 2 weakened players. Jax joins Hunter in that mantle, but Nico sprays down Cadian. That may make Refresh feel like he has to snatch in here and take some kills. There's more than a second as well. And the flash from Cadian is so good. And Nico put one in his... They've got great positions, and the time itself is working against the cousins. Refresh gets the drop onto Hunter, and Nico with 10 seconds has to go huge. The one tap onto Tessus. Matchup so much on the line in the legend stage of the Major, and it's Refresh, who's just off the back of a fantastic round, has had tons of impact early in this one. But Nico puts his USP to use before he gets diced by sjuush's P250. And there's still time on the way this time. Jax is depleted on the magazine as well. Just a couple more bullets left in the chamber, and he's going to have to use all of them if he's going to clutch this round out. Tessus now relocates. He is hurt by Jax, though, but on the retreat, he...
By the CTs, and there we go. Nico just needs one bullet, and that's the call for them to head on towards mid. But they're going to be smoked off as well. Their avenue, they could actually split to A or towards B, but where do they go is the question.
This is looking menacing now. Heroic, they've gone back to the smokes. They know the CT's going to be circling them. And m0NESY puts the Deagle down range, but Tessus straight back in with 2 Galil headshots. And a little bit tantalizing for G2, because they can now hear the stampede of T's pushing towards them, looking to try and gore the oncoming CTs. But the first frag is USP1. It's Aleksib B, who gets 2 USP headshots. And now Heroic with 24 seconds left. They're scrambling. They're desperately trying to get any kind of ground that they can onto the site. And now all of the CTs are moving in close proximity. There's P250s, the Deagles, and Jax has rattled the skull of Refresh. stavn will at least put him down with the fire, but they still need to get the bomb across to the site. And look who's watching the cross. It's Nico, but he falls down, and Cadian clutching with just... Entire site, trying to relinquish this from the CT's control. Annul the partnership that Jax has got onto the site with generators, and now mollies, flashes, and stavn comes in huge, but the spray is good for Hunter and Jax, and these A1S is starting to rip and tear the oncoming Ts. It's down to Refresh, spinning on the top, hoping for the best, crossing his fingers, and m0NESY puts him down in the dirt. And this is where m0NESY can certainly start to have more impact.
sjuush and Tessus, and stavn will be the ones wielding the AK-47. And sjuush once more getting boosted up here. This time Jax playing behind the pillar. It's not being seen. But a great flashback to find Aleksib B, but Jax will reply immediately.
Rapid response. Jax keeping his team onto the site. Hunter will be laying him a helping hand from the generators and double. He's not being peeked from the boxes. He's got the perfect angle to repel this Hunter push, but here is a flashbang, fully lands in his face, and he will be sliced and diced by Hunter. That flashbang is on point, but Tess is still in with a chance. Still with a Tech 9, but not for much longer. And that flash.
Yes, here we go. Just a pistol this time. It's not the force bite. No AKs, just no armor, just a light bunch of pistols, and just should be Farm City for Jax.
Yeah, that extension Molotov should tell Jax everything he needs to know. Alongside Aleksib, the hold is good. It's firm. They lose one player. That's going to be fine as long as it stays that way. Bomb's been dropped down as well, and this round now...
This is despite losing the pistol round, so great work overall. Especially, again, I will have to reiterate, this B hole from Jax and Aleksib has been great. It has been so well done. But that is something...
And Aleksib, because of the timing, is now just going to draw away. Go back to that B side. Refresh, though, pushing in. May get a drop, but indeed gets the opportunity. But Jackson and Aleksib lock it down, and now Hunter steps up. 3 kills back-to-back for G2.
Bombs down.
Is massive. And with a bomb down in mid and only 13 seconds on the clock, it's going to have to be raw fragging. And m0NESY just silences sjuush. Tess is stuck on the box. No real hope. No chance at clutching.
For anyone. NiKo looking to be aggressive. Again, heroic. Down to just the pistols. We have the saved AK-47 for Tessus, and he will find NiKo. That is a huge find. m0NESY with a hit and a miss, and now he's getting hounded down, Vince.
He has help, though. He has some supporting cast members. Hunter is there alongside him, so is Aleksib, and it looks like the young Maestro will be safe after all. It was looking grim for a few moments, but that is teamwork in a nutshell. And let's be honest, Heroic had an AK and basically Glocks.
Yeah, I think he can see it. He sees him. Well, I see him. He definitely sees him now. No, he hasn't. Now he does. Finally, he will find stavn, and he notices another player nearby, and with the final bullet, he gets a kill. But in the meantime, Tess and sjuush, they find a couple of kills. m0NESY, NiKo will fall. The A bomb site is open for business.
It is. Aleksib decides not to go in for that peek. There's Molotovs on 19 HP. Correct decision. Perfect crosshair. The timing for sjuush nearly works against him. And Jax is still alive. You mentioned that they were this B side, just wall that had been deployed. But that wall is now closing in on Heroic. And is Cadian able to step up to the plate and deliver with his AWP? He's been quite quiet on this T side. This would be a huge moment for the man to strike. But they're going...
Closest Heroic have come thus far on this T side. Well, apart from the first 3 rounds, to winning around Hunter, though, being very aggressive. What a spray from Tessus. m0NESY will, however, find him. And Hunter, he thought he was being sneaky, but the Hunter will be the hunted. stavn finds him, and once more man advantage here for Heroic.
The picture, and as he wiggles his way through the smoke, half the timer left. He does have a kit. A couple flashes, but Cadian will nail him and make sure no second defuse is coming up on 23 seconds left. The flash into the peak, and the weakened NiKo has now been finished off. Smoke onto the site as well. A trifecta of CTs are laid in wait, but one of them has been dethroned. Hunter with shrapnel. m0NESY takes the shot, connects, backs away into the shadows, and allows Aleksib to do the rest. 5 seconds to go. There's no grenades, though, to stop this plant. I don't think they can deny this. With 1 second, the bombs gets planted down, and 5 seconds now. NiKo stuck on the sandbags. As m0NESY watching his back, they're going to Molotov this one in. NiKo may feel compelled to just push around, but the smoke is there to defuse it. And now Tessus comes in. Big entries from him and sjuush, but m0NESY is still alive, but only for a couple more seconds. And now it falls upon Aleksib and Jax to successfully retake and clutch again, and Aleksib is making moves through the scaffolding. Has the AWP in hand, misses the shot, and could get punished. Nails him with the no-scope through the wall, however, but Aleksib showing why he doesn't AWP too often. And now Jax has it all to do. Big frag down, and Tessus on low HP just has to play the time, but he's not sure if Jax is holding on to this one, and Jax removes his head. He doesn't have a kit, though. It's going to be close, but I think he has this one in the bag.
He's got it.
And G2 will be 15-13. That's the wrong side of the wall. Tessus can count himself lucky. And now we're seeing some desperation nades being tossed out. Flashbang up and over. They block each other. But Caden at least makes the most of that. Tess is blinded, desperately trying to get the hell out of there. But his IGL stands his ground.
Extremities of the map. You can see Refresh making a lot of noise, drawing out the rotation. There's no one at the B bomb site, Vince.
Nobody in the B-bomb site, and Refresh is keeping them busy. Jax now will show his hand with a FAMAS. There's one. Can keep alive in the generators. 23 seconds to play with Katie. Misses his shot, but Refresh is nullifying the rest of the CTs. And Aleksib, with just an SMG by his side, has to go above and beyond, has to become a hero, but there's no fairy tale ending just yet. Overtime is deep side of the site, and it will allow them to potentially divide and conquer, but m0NESY is still there. Flash affords Refresh safe passage, but again, it's a ruse. It's all a bait. Is there enough time, though? Especially as Refresh has been picked off so far before anyone else, but they do have it. But Hunter and Jax, once again, delivering when it really counts. Cadian is still alive, still healthy, still in with a chance, but he misses his shot. And now sjuush on a measly 10 HP that was weakened from NiKo earlier on is all that remains for her. One hell of a performance here when it really counts. And with 25 seconds left on the clock, G2 may have the 2-player advantage, but Heroic still have opportunities. Refresh through the smoke, perforates NiKo, eviscerates him out of the round, but now the player around the corner of Hunter is going to show his.
And they come charging straight out mid, and stavn will find Jax. Jax is running through the flames, hoping to catch CT off guard. stavn's crosshair was trained on him. He didn't budge. m0NESY, though, looking to find Cadian. But Cadian, he finds a kill, but he will be traded. The trades are fast and furious, and Heroic are coming out on top.
They are Aleksib's last man standing, and he's way back at spawn. Even damage exchange pretty much between him and stavn, and that is not a good enough engagement on the side of G2. They needed a clean kill to get them back into this one. Instead, though, it's looking good for Heroic to tie us up. Aleksib about to get fragged by sjuush, and 17 apiece. It will...
Obvious as well how close that was. Now Heroic. stavn, oh, so lucky to stay alive. m0NESY, very capable of hitting shots like that. A bit of a wild duel towards the smoke. Tessus finds one.
Oh, the second departing gift as NiKo tries to retreat, but the nade lands in his back pocket. Oh, that is two. They need some entries, and they desperately require them right now. 20 seconds to play with. m0NESY darting past the flash. Out comes Tessus, but it's an even trade. That is good enough for Heroic, and it just got that little bit sweeter as Cadian goes back in for another. Jax, who's been having a great game so far, is pitted against the world. There's no time, the bomb's not under control, and these are just constellation frags. The round is done. G2, if they want to cut it short, and then wrap Heroic with it, get into a second OT. The aggression is forthcoming, flashes are back and forth, but the trade is good for the Danes. They go 2-1, and now Jax, Hunter, and m0NESY have got to try and hold on to this, got to try and repel this push. Beautiful 1D from m0NESY, but that's where his life will come to an abrupt end. And now Jax and Hunter have got to pick up the slack. Great spray from Hunter, keeping them in with an opportunity here. There's still plenty of time as well, but one of the two players has to go back and pick up the bomb, and that's a few seconds. And a pair of eyes that's going to be away from the danger zone, and that's Refresh on the con side. They're double stacking this one, but a big headshot from Hunter, and now sjuush is last man standing. Have they spotted him? Well, now they definitely know his position as the headshot comes through thick and fast, and sjuush puts the last nail in the coffin. Heroic have battled against the odds, come back, take an OT, and make this match theirs.
Incredible comeback from Cadian. You can see how this means to them. And we could go back to what the desk spoke about as well. For Heroic, it's